The triple header. This will be one of the major contests.
This fight's a little over a month away. I know you're not going to give away your entire game plan, but what do you have to do to beat Teofimo on August 22nd?
Punch Teofimo in the face and not get punched in the face, bro. That's common sense, right? Hit him with a...
You're gonna try.
Yeah, Teofimo, just to follow, something you said earlier in the day was that this fight in some ways was about you, seeing what you have left after some of the fights that you had. How much do you think you have left in the tank?
I think that's the thing, right? To me, I'm always gonna believe that I have much more. I probably haven't even touched the surface on that. You know, I'm still 28 years young. When I get in that ring with...
You're about to be 29. Happy early birthday.
What up? Yes. When I go and face the champion himself, Romero, yeah, I'll be 29. So, you know, I look forward to seeing a very prominent, prominent years of my career. And, but I think everything is going to be really answered August 22nd.
Man, me and Tio ain't friends. He's my little brother. At the end of it, if I'm to lose this belt or to defend my belt, whatever, I'd rather it be with him than anyone else. Only God knows what's going to happen.
The Teofimo Lopez versus Romero press conference was exactly what you'd expect when two fighters with history finally get a microphone in front of them. Tension, confidence, and plenty of sharp exchanges made it clear that this wasn't just another promotional event.
I think...
you gotta hit him, bro.
You know that's true, mother. You know that's true. You know that's true.
Lomachenko.
Hey, no, and that... Hey, let me explain this. You was never our friend. Nobody knew who the you was. And you came and started cloud chasing on my son. And then when you came and fought Tank, you never even talked to us again. That's why I hit you in the chest the last time I seen you, remember?
You hit him in the chest?
When I hit you in the chest and I said you ain't a real friend.
But
you remember that day?
Junior.
You just kept on walking, man.
Junior,
you're a fake, bro.
Junior,
you're a fake, bro.
You guys.
And you know that night, you're not even gonna touch my son, so.
The atmosphere was tense from the opening moments, with both men making it clear that whatever friendship existed outside the ring would mean nothing once August 22nd arrived. Rolly brought his usual unpredictable personality, firing off sharp remarks and refusing to give Teofimo much credit.
Josh Taylor, do you think this is the same kind of fight?
Lomachenko.
No, look, I mean, a lot of people forget, 2023, I beat the former undisputed world champion and undefeated champion, Josh Taylor. That's someone that a lot of people were unsure of competing with. I think I faced people that people don't want to fight. I mean, Devin Haney, they were in negotiations to fight Rolando, and that fell off, or who knows why. Maybe because Rolly is a tough guy to face.
They don't got no chin.
So I think that we're here now to face the best competition that they have at 147. This is my welterweight debut. Looking forward to taking over.
You've had some issues with Rolly in the past. Any lingering issues, personal stuff going into this fight?
Yeah, I think that the thing is like we're kind of like beating around the bush of it, but the time is up, man. We got to fight each other. We got to settle it in the ring. That's how that's why it's a gentleman's sport. That's why it's a real man's sport for a reason. If you got problems, you settle it in the boxing ring. What they say, gloves up, guns down.
While Teofimo remained confident, he made it clear that he believes his experience and overall ability will ultimately separate him when the bell rings. What made the face-off even more intriguing was a history between the two fighters. These aren't two strangers trying to manufacture a rivalry. They've known each other for years, shared the same boxing world, and now find themselves fighting for a world title. Every answer felt like another small piece of the actual fight playing out before fight night, adding even more tension to an already highly anticipated matchup.
You heard what Teofimo Sr. just said there. Said you guys were never friends.
Man, I got so much love for Tio.
Yeah, but I heard you became a Christian, so now you could be our friend after the fight.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior.
Oh, man.
And on top of that, too, I want to thank Tom Brown, Al Heyman, Louis DeCuba, Salas, and honestly, Tio and his dad for taking this fight, man. It's been a hard time. We had a hard time trying to make a fight with anyone. Tio's going to fight anyone.
Anything, like friends for a while, not friends, anything personal left in this for you going into the fight?
Man, me and Tio ain't friends. He's my little brother. At the end of it, if I'm to lose this belt or to defend my belt, whatever, I'd rather it be with him than anyone else. Only God knows what's gonna happen.
Raleigh looked completely comfortable under the pressure, while Teofimo carried himself like a fighter determined to erase the memory of his loss to Shakur Stevenson. By the time the face-off arrived, the smiles had disappeared and the intensity had taken over. No friendship, no favors, and no easy night. Just two fighters making it clear that when August 22nd arrives, someone's plans are about to be seriously tested.
I think that's the thing, right? It's boxing. That's how we make boxing great again. There needs to be some entertainment into this, right? So we know one another enough to know what triggers us. We know possibly secrets that people don't know, and I think that also is the friendship stuff that we hear and we see today in boxing that needs to be it needs to be taken away, you know. And I think that starts right here. TGB Promotions associated with Takeover Promotions. I think that all is going to be a big part and key factor. August 20th.
That heated press conference gave us plenty to talk about, but Teofimo Lopez Sr. takes the conversation straight into the bigger picture, and his confidence in his son at 147 pounds is impossible to miss. Senior believes this version of Teofimo will be faster, stronger, and more comfortable at welterweight, even going as far as suggesting that this could eventually be where his son reaches his best form. Now, that's a bold prediction, but the interesting part is that he isn't treating Raleigh like some easy first opponent. He understands the danger Romero brings and knows that moving up in weight only makes this challenge more significant.
Sparring, and I think he's ready.
What do you expect kind of going forward in the new weight class? Like, what do you think is going to be different for him that people aren't going to recognize?
I think he's going to be able to do more tricks in there because of the fighters the caliber of the fighters we're going to fight are going to be so much slower. I mean, my son is the type of fighter when he's focused, he does all his things and he doesn't hardly get hit. Let's see what happens, but I think that he's ready to take over the whole weight division.
When the sparring history comes up, Senior basically brings the conversation back to the present, making it clear that whatever happened years ago no longer matters because both fighters have changed. Fair enough. Then he starts talking about Teofimo's potential in the division, and suddenly we're not just discussing Raleigh anymore. He's already looking toward Ryan Garcia, Conor Benn, Devin Haney, and the rest of the 147-pound landscape. That's the kind of confidence you expect from Teofimo's father. But one detail really caught my attention. Senior admits that the biggest factor with Teofimo isn't his physical ability or technical skill, it's the mental side of the game.
Him being friends with Rolly, does that change anything to you?
It doesn't change nothing at all, man. They're gonna go in there. It's whether you want to consider it a sparring match or whatever it is, man. Nobody's gonna want to lose, right? So let the best guy win that night. I don't think anybody being friends or not is gonna let somebody let them hit themselves, and not do nothing about it. So I think it's gonna be a great fight, man. Roddy's gonna come to take him out, and my son's gonna try to do the same thing. So I cannot wait for August 22nd.
After the Shakur Stevenson loss, that's impossible to ignore. The talent was never the question. The real question has always been whether Teofimo can stay completely locked in when a fight doesn't unfold exactly the way he imagined. And now he's facing Raleigh, a fighter he's known for years, with a world title on the line. Senior says the friendship won't matter once they step inside the ring. And honestly, I agree. These guys can laugh together before the fight, but nobody wants to be the one hearing. Remember when I beat you? For the next 5 years. August 22nd is about bragging rights, redemption, and proving who really belongs at 147 pounds.
Hey man, what's the difference between 140-pound Teofimo Lopez and now 147-pound Teofimo Lopez?
Well, he's gonna be a better, faster fighter. I think that my son, I said this 5 years ago. Once he goes through the weight divisions, I think at 147, 154, and 160, that's when he's gonna do the best. I said this because I really understood the kind of fighter that he was at the age of 13, 14. He was beating up these guys that were fighting for world titles at that small age, and these guys were like 20 pounds bigger than him. He could take a punch at this weight division. My son's never been rocked in none of his fights or wobbled, and I think that he's ready to take the 147 weight division. He's gonna be fast. I mean, I think he should be able to do everything with it in less than 2 years. Become undisputed. We have a great contract with the Zone directly with them.
That confidence from Teofimo Lopez Sr. carries directly into Teofimo's own interview, and the energy feels completely different when the fighter himself starts talking. With only days left before Raleigh, you'd expect the usual tense and serious version of Teofimo, but instead, he's relaxed, joking around, enjoying the moment, and looking like someone who believes the hardest work has already been done. Then the conversation turns to Raleigh, and suddenly their friendly history becomes complicated. Teofimo makes it clear that whatever friendship existed between them has changed because Raleigh chose to take this fight while holding a world title, and now the two men have something very different to settle. But Teofimo isn't claiming that their history gives him some secret advantage. He keeps it simple. His biggest advantage is that he believes he's the better fighter. That's the kind of confidence you want to see heading into a fight of this magnitude.
Not a good friend, man. I think a good friend is one that doesn't do it. Yeah, he took the fight. He was a champ. He is a champ. He didn't need to take the fight. He took the fight for his own reasons. So, and then we'll find out afterwards. We'll settle the score after.
You guys aren't close anymore.
Nah, I think that kind of shot away after he was champion at 140.
You guys last one. Big advantage on him?
Do I feel like I have a big
Some
advantage?
kind of advantage being friends?
No. I think my biggest advantage is going to be that I'm just the better fighter.
Then he gets asked about the entire 147-pound division, and Teofimo basically refuses to single out an easy target. Haney, Ryan, Ben, whoever is standing across from him, he's looking at the entire division as one massive opportunity. But the Keyshawn Davis situation clearly catches his attention. Teofimo doesn't pretend to know every detail, but he admits the decision looks confusing from the outside, especially after explaining that he's taken major fights himself for serious money. And that's where his mentality becomes obvious. He doesn't want to sit around waiting for perfect circumstances. He wants the biggest challenges available, starting with Raleigh Romero. Meanwhile, that friendship has clearly taken a hit, and Teofimo isn't hiding it. August 22nd isn't just another fight anymore. It's personal, it's competitive, and for Teofimo, it's another step toward the takeover he keeps talking about.
Signed to the zone directly. I'm hearing rumors. Nothing confirmed yet, but I'm hearing rumors that Devin will be next on the follow on that. So if it is true, congratulations to him. But yeah, man. Hey, trendsetters. I've taken fights for $1 million.
And that brings us to the real question: which version of Teofimo Lopez will step into the ring against Raleigh Romero? We've heard the confidence, the talk about 147 pounds, the promises of taking over, and the belief that the Shakur Stevenson loss was a lesson rather than a definition of his career. Raleigh, meanwhile, has already proven that he can stay patient, follow a game plan, and make a dangerous opponent uncomfortable. So now there is nowhere left to hide behind predictions or interviews. Teofimo has to prove that his adjustments are real, while Raleigh has to show that the Ryan Garcia victory was only the beginning of something bigger. And with their history, this matchup carries an extra layer. They can call each other friends, they can joke around and show respect. But once that opening bell rings, nobody is giving the other man a free round. So, who are you taking on August 22nd, Teofimo Lopez or Raleigh Romero? Is Teofimo's speed and boxing ability too much to overcome, or can Raleigh's power and awkward style produce another major upset? Drop your prediction and thoughts in the comments section, and let's debate this one. And don't ever forget to like, share, and subscribe for more boxing breakdowns, reactions, and fight updates. Until then, we'll see you in the next one.